history is full of firsts.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Many of those firsts shaped our way of life. For 70 years, KPRC Channel 2 has been proud to be pioneers in shaping television and Houston history.
In a state the size of Texas, everyone can enjoy.
Calls in the storms Thursday. Minutes before 9 o'clock, the crew's here telling them.
For the first time in a long, they had 11. As soon as some of your men.
Isn't it good to work for a place that has a sense of history? And indeed it is.
See, taking the president from Spring to College Station following.
If you have something you'd like Channel 2 Investigates to check out, call the tip line at 713-223-TIPS or email investigates@click2houston.com. Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News Today.
And good morning. Democratic presidential candidates have yet to hear who won the Iowa caucuses, but that's not stopping some of them from feeling victorious.
Because by all indications, we are going on to New Hampshire victorious.
Tonight, as a party, we are one step closer to defeating the most corrupt president in American history.
What's causing the backup with those votes still ahead?
Also, this morning, we are remembering a hero. How the community is honoring a Liberty County deputy shot in the line of duty. He passed away yesterday, nearly 9 months after the shooting.
And expect some warm weather today, but that's not going to stick around for too long. Winter weather is coming back. Britt is tracking the big cold front on the way that could have us in the true in the 30s.
Start with your favorite meme.
Winter is coming. All right, it's Tuesday, February 4th at 4:30. Good morning. I'm Owen Conflento.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. Erica's in with a check on the roads. Good morning.
Yeah, things are pretty quiet in the roadways. I just know that when I walked out the door this morning, it felt more like June 4th instead
Right? I know, right?
February 4th. It's just really strange. Yeah. But a little bit in the way of rainfall out there, so maybe some damp roadways for you this morning. Overall, though, I think things are pretty quiet.
I know. I felt like I need to be on a hammock, have a drink with an umbrella.
And a coconut.
Exactly. Let's just start our day like that. So definitely, you know, a little change of pace. It's going to be very warm today. If you like winter, your hours, it's just so close. I mean, this time tomorrow, it's going to be a totally different weather picture. So enjoy whatever you like, whether it's spring or winter. We got both over the next 36 hours. It's a live look at the Southwest Freeway. We have dry roads right now. We're waking up to 70 degrees. I mean, this is a really warm start for February. We're at 68 degrees in Tomball, 68 in Anahuac. Right now in Galveston, we're in the upper 60s. So it is going to be a very warm day. We'll have mostly cloudy skies. Right now on radar, we are dry, but you can see some showers out towards Louisiana. And the system itself that's going to bring our winter weather is kind of getting its act together out towards the north and west. You can see the snow in New Mexico, a little bit of mixed precip in the Panhandle. We're going to see a lot more of that as we go throughout the next several hours. As we go into this afternoon, though, we'll keep it mild. Our record for today, 81 degrees, so I think we'll be just shy of that here in Houston, but upper 70s for February is pretty warm, and we have a 30% chance of a lightly scattered shower as we go into the afternoon. We'll take a look at that winter slam coming up. Eric, over to you. you.
All right, very good. Britta, thank you very much for that. Time saver traffic now. Quiet on area roadways. A few sprinkles here and there as far as rain goes, so you may run into a damp road here and there. But overall, Katy Freeway at Blaylock looking just fine. Just a few cars on the road, so no surprises. We're moving along at posted speeds. Here's the North Freeway at Airline. Maybe a little damp on these roadways. There's a little bit of a sheen coming off, so maybe a few slick spots out there. But overall, conditions good. We've got good visibility. 288 at Airport flowing nicely this morning. You can see all the way to the horizon there in the background. All right, here it is. Your morning drive times. We are in the green. 24 minutes in from Woodlands, 11-minute short ride in from Pearland and Sugarland. You've got a 23-minute drive in from the Grand Parkway to downtown. Drive safely. We'll keep you posted on any hiccups.
Eric Bray, thank you. 4:33 right now. Breaking news this morning, deputies are investigating after a woman was shot during a possible home invasion in West Harris County. Now, this happened last night on Auburn Valley Lane at Waterstone Crest Drive. Deputies tell us the woman is in the hospital now, and we're working this morning to get more information on this developing story. Also, continuing the coverage now of a Liberty County deputy who died yesterday, 9 months after he was shot in the line of duty.
We were there as the law enforcement procession transported Deputy Richard Witten's body to the medical examiner's office last night. And that's where we find Channel 2's Vincent Crivelli this morning. So, Vincent, tell us what we know this morning.
Tanaya, Owen, good morning. This death was unexpected. Deputy Witten was undergoing physical therapy when he suffered an apparent heart attack and passed away. Deputy Richard Witten was mostly paralyzed from the chest down, but with some movement on his right side. Here you can see pictures of him spending time with family. In May 2019, Deputy Witten was on his way to training when murder suspect Pavel Vito shot up a nearby business. Deputy Witten confronted Vito and was shot in the neck. On Monday, Witten was undergoing physical therapy and suffered an apparent heart attack and passed away.
A man that everybody loved. He kept in his patrol car. I was telling the chief, he kept dog food and cat food and food for people, and he helped the stray dogs and cats and helped all the people that were homeless. I mean, he was just a very, very good man. It is a very tragic loss for Liberty County Sheriff's Office.
Deputy Witten is survived by his wife, son, daughter, and grandchildren. This morning, they're asking for your prayers. Reporting live from the medical examiner's office, Vincent Crivelli, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Vincent. New this morning, police are now investigating after a man walked into Memorial Hermann Hospital with a gunshot wound. Now, police later found a red Hummer crashed right in Zolly Scales Park, covered in bullet holes. Right now, police are working to see if those scenes are, in fact, connected.
Well, the Iowa caucuses are the first test in the 2020 presidential primary season. But this morning, there's been an unusual delay in the results. The tallies from last night's Iowa caucuses have yet to be confirmed. John Lawrence reports on what's causing the holdup and how the candidates are responding.
The Hawkeye State is on hold.
So you've probably heard we don't know the results.
Iowa State officials say there's some sort of issue with Monday's caucus results, and they're combing over a paper trail of results.
This is being run by the state political party and by volunteers, so no surprise that we'd be running into some problems.
The Democratic presidential hopefuls have been trying to take matters in stride.
It is too close to call, so I'm just going to tell you what I do know.
You won! And they're trying to be patient.
Folks, well, it looks like it's going to be a long night, but I'm feeling good.
I have a strong feeling that at some point the results will be announced.
As caucus goers wait and see who won the state, the quest for the White House rolls ahead. We take our message onward to New Hampshire, which has a way of making up its own mind, to Nevada, to South Carolina, and beyond to every corner of America. John Lawrence, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Well, timing is everything this week in Washington as President Trump's impeachment trial wraps up. Tonight's State of the Union address comes after yesterday's closing arguments and tomorrow's scheduled final vote of the trial. Chief Justice John Roberts started yesterday's proceedings with a clash of the gavel and then an opening prayer. Senators heard closing arguments from both sides. Then the Senate moved into legislative session where the trial was put on hold while the senators made speeches to announce their stance for or against the articles of impeachment.
Even as President Trump has orchestrated this cover-up and obstructed Congress's impeachment inquiry, he remains unapologetic, unrestrained, and intent on continuing his sham to defraud our elections.
This was the first totally partisan presidential impeachment in our nation's history, and it should be our last.
Now, one of the tests that comes next will be tonight as the president delivers his address in the chambers which impeached him. Sitting behind him will be House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, who, according to her spokesperson, has not spoken with the president since October. The White House says the theme will be the Great American Comeback. Administration officials say the tone will be uplifting as the president lays out his plans for the year ahead. 2 Democrats are preparing to give their official response. Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer will give the response in English, and El Paso Representative Veronica Escobar will deliver it in Spanish. The response to the president's State of the Union address gives the opposition party a chance to present criticism and policy differences. It also generally seen as a chance to shine a light on the rising stars in the party. All right, well, it's a big day here in Houston. The long-awaited Friday rodeo performers will soon be announced.
Yeah, coming up, we're going to break down how they're going to make that announcement and reveal those secrets and when you can get tickets.
I'm the performer. I'll just let
Britta.
you know. Yeah, it's
All
me.
three?
I'm
All
all
three?
three. All three,
Wow.
yes.
That's
I know.
a first.
Get excited. No, I'll stick to my day job. Let's take a live look at our tower camera. It's not bad out there this morning. It's warm. We're waking up to 70 degrees. We'll talk about near record-breaking highs for this afternoon and then winter temperatures coming back into play in your 10-day forecast.
Houston.com.
Good morning. Your time is 4:41. We are tracking some rain showers moving through Louisiana, a little bit of action in North Texas, but a lot more is on the way. We have a cold front that's going to roll through tomorrow morning. Ahead of it, we're pumping in all that heat and humidity from the Gulf. We have mostly cloudy skies and a little bit of light sprinkles across town. Can't really pick up on that with exact track radar because they are so fine, but we could see them throughout the day. And you'll see that on our Futurecast model. Pausing the clock for school drop-off, pretty close to 70 degrees this morning with a light spritz possible. Again, if you do get caught by a passing shower today, it would be fairly light, and we're expecting breaks of sunshine. That's going to heat us up. Lunchtime temperatures in the low 70s. We'll be pushing 80 degrees this afternoon, Owen. We'll talk about some winter temperatures that are quickly approaching coming up.
All right, Britta, thanks. So today we're finally going to learn the big 3 artists performing Fridays during the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
Yeah, we already know 17 of the concert headliners, but the final 3 performers will be revealed at 3 Houston area high schools. The schools, though, haven't been announced just yet, but as they are revealed, we will, of course, keep you posted on air and online at clicktohouston.com. Tickets for those last 3 artists go on sale on Thursday.
One Texas community looks like it belongs in the middle of Missouri. That's because it's the home of Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes.
That is right. Coming up, how the East Texas town of White House is celebrating the QB's Super Bowl win. Good morning. Time right now is 4:45. Taking a live look outside at the Southwest Freeway. It's a nice warm day it's going to be today, but big changes are coming. Britta will have your full forecast coming up in just a few moments.
Top stories around the nation now. The first person diagnosed with coronavirus in the United States has been released. The Washington State Hospital caring for him says the man, who's in his 30s, is now in isolation at home and is being monitored. Meantime, the government's planning another airlift to bring 1,000 Americans home to be quarantined. So far, not one of the 195 Americans quarantined since last week at a California military base have shown any signs of coronavirus.
People out there doing aerobics, jogging, kids on scooters, playing a little games. You know, it's a cordoned area. We're being careful about that, but we're also trying to make life as straightforward and to give them as much freedom as we can.
China has marked yesterday as the deadliest day of the outbreak. The death toll is now at least 425 in mainland China, an increase of around 65 since Sunday. The total number of confirmed cases in China is now at more than 20,000.
This morning, investigators are trying to find a motive in a shooting that left 2 women dead and a toddler injured on a college campus in North Texas. Investigators say this happened yesterday in a freshman dorm at Texas A&M University Commerce. Officers found the bodies of those 2 women along with the injured 2-year-old inside of one of those rooms there. The child, we're told, is stable. Investigators have not said if they're looking for any suspects at this point. Classes, though, are canceled through Wednesday. This morning, we're hearing the 911 calls from the moment the helicopter carrying NBA star Kobe Bryant crashed. Most of the callers confirm the visibility was really poor at the time of that crash.
I just heard a helicopter go over me approximately from Lost Hills Road on a south to easterly sweep. It went over my head. It's thick in clouds, and then I heard a pop, and it immediately stopped.
Well, Bryant, his daughter, and 7 other people died just over a week ago. Investigators are now looking into a role that the weather played in that crash. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner says the bodies of all of the victims have been released to their families.
Well, the Astros just named a new manager last week, and this morning, though, officially introduced the new GM. Here's Randy McElvoy this morning.
Good Tuesday morning, everybody. Welcome into the Xfinity Sports Desk. Astros owner Jim Crane has made his second big hire in the last week. First, Dusty Baker is the skipper. Now, James Click is the new general manager. The team announced it last night. He'll replace Jeff Luhnow. Here's a picture of Click. He's been with the Tampa Bay Rays organization, serving the last 3 years as their VP of baseball operations. Spent 14 years overall with the Rays. He's 42 years old, a graduate of Yale from player evaluation and analytics. Click has the background that Crane was looking for. He will be introduced later this morning at Minute Maid Park. With the NBA trade deadline looming coming up on Thursday, GM Daryl Morey could be willing and ready to work his magic. He's done this many times during his tenure as GM. The deal, though, has to be right. Morey, never afraid to make a deal. Now, how about an ESPN report saying that he is shopping 25-year-old center Clint Capella around? Adrian Wojnarowski reports that several Eastern Conference teams are interested in Capella, primarily the Hawks and the Celtics. If they deal Capella, who gives them 30 minutes, actually a little over that a game, Morey definitely is going to want a quality center in return. We'll keep you updated. Speaking of Capella, he's been out with a heel injury for 3 games. Without him, though, the Rockets have been playing small ball and playing well. Their entire lineup against the Pelicans, 6'6" or shorter.
We're just doing what every team in the NBA would do. I mean, when one man goes down, you just come together as a team and you try to put the pieces together that man usually brings. So.
All right, Rockets in Charlotte tonight at Tortoise Center. Last night, #1 ranked Baylor men at K-State, and the Bears extend their winning streak to a nation's best 19 in a row. Maceo Teague at 15. Davian Mitchell added 13. How about Baylor now? 20-1 on the season. They'll host Oklahoma State coming up on Saturday. All right, reminder to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at KPRC2, Randy McElvoy. Have a great day, and we will see you again tonight.
Thank you, Randy. Well, it's almost baseball time again. Spring training starts next week, and today is truck day for the Astros. This is when the team loads carts full of equipment and drives it over to West Palm Beach, Florida, where spring training is held. Pitchers and catchers will work out for the first time next Thursday. The first official full squad workout is February 17th. And for the first spring training game, it's a World Series rematch. The Stros are taking on the Nationals. That game is on Saturday, February 22nd. We have all of the Astros spring training information right now on our website, clicktohouston.com.
It feels like spring.
I know. Today it does at least.
Play baseball. It was
I know. You're waking up to 70 degrees. Actually just bumped our high for today up to 80.
Oh, good.
Eric and I were talking about it. I was like, yeah, it's probably going to be pretty easy to accomplish
It's really warm out there. It's not going to take much to go from 70 to 80.
No, for sure. For rain chances today, they're fairly light, about 20%, but you might see a passing sprinkle throughout the day. The real rain is going to be arriving tomorrow morning. And honestly, this front, it's more about the temperature swing than the actual rainfall. So let's take you through your forecast. This is a live look at our Kaplan Sinus Relief camera. We have a little bit of cloud cover out there. Temperatures, as we said, 70 degrees. I mean, we typically would be waking up in the 40s on a February morning. So this is definitely a very mild start to the day. Now, we do have a few upper 60s out there. Don't worry about bundling up the kids this morning. We're at 68 degrees in Tomball. This is a warmer start than yesterday, so you will feel a difference. And still a little breezy out there. Winds coming in from the southeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. They'll shift from the south-southwest this afternoon, which is only going to increase those afternoon temperatures. So again, about 80 degrees, our record high here, 81. So I think it's going to be close for breaking a record. About a 20% chance of an isolated shower throughout the entire day. The cold front itself is still off to the north and west. You can see the snow in New Mexico and also a little bit of mixed wintry precip in the panhandle. We'll get a taste of that as we go into Thursday morning. I want to take you hour by hour. It's warm today. Tomorrow morning is when the front arrives. So the morning commute tomorrow is going to feature some scattered rain showers. Again, it's not a huge rain maker, but it is bringing in some cold temperatures. Tomorrow, we're in the 50s and we'll drop to the 40s throughout the day. I want to talk about Thursday morning. Behind the front itself, there is a little bit of moisture lagging behind it, and if it meets up with the cold air, of course, we can see some sleet or wet snowflakes, and we're seeing that chance for our northwestern or west counties between 1 and about 5 o'clock in the morning on Thursday. If it does happen, it's not going to cause any issues to the roads. It wouldn't impact the morning commute. It would just be interesting more than anything else, but most of that chance is while we are sleeping. The rest of Thursday, we clear things up, and we're going to warm up quickly. Again, this is only a 2-day winter snap, and then we're going to be right back to those warm spring-like temperatures. About a half an inch of rainfall, so again, it's not a huge rainmaker, but look at that temperature swing, 80 degrees down to the 50s. And again, tomorrow during the day, Eric, will be dropping to the 40s. Over to you.
All right, break out those winter coats. Going to get cold out here. All right, things quiet this morning, as Britta mentioned. We've got fairly quiet weather. It's warm out there, maybe a spritz on the windshield, but overall not a ton of precipitation. On the East Freeway, if you're coming in from the Baytown area, you've got nothing but green on I-10 into the Beltway, inside the 610 loop. It's going to take you about 16 minutes, in fact, to get from 330 to downtown. So no delays whatsoever. On the east side, this is what I-10 looks like at Gregg as you get close to downtown. And then a look at 225. Again on the east side. Apparently it's not going to be switching here for me, so yeah. Let's take a look at your drive times. Outbound on the east side on I-10 on 225, looking good at 15 minutes, both freeways. And your inbound drive times across the board, still in the green, still delay free everywhere. We have no accidents to speak of, and that's exactly the way we like our morning commute. Drive safely out there.
Thank you, Eric. Time right now is 4:53. Here's a look at what's trending today. Patrick Mahomes' hometown celebrating the Super Bowl win just as much as Kansas City fans are, even though it's more than 500 miles away. Mahomes is from White House, Texas, which is just outside of Tyler. People living there say this win just means so much to them because they've been supporting him from his humble beginnings under those Friday night lights.
I knew he was going to pull it off, you know. We were hoping he was, and he did. He did an awesome job.
It means a lot. We've all supported him. We've decorated our town, and we've been cheering him on the whole time.
It's pretty awesome. Well, Mahomes didn't just grow up in the Lone Star State. The Super Bowl MVP played college football at Texas Tech before being drafted in 2017.
Another Chiefs player celebrated his team's Super Bowl win by giving residents a chance to adopt a furry loved one for free. Defensive tackle Derek Nottie paid the adoption fees for all the dogs who are at the KC Pet Project. So that means people could come pick up any dog. There was more than 100 of them in the shelter. No charge. The shelter put a little video, too, on their Instagram stories of a long line of people. I guess hopefully they all got adopted.
I know, hopefully.
Like, yeah, that's a lot of folks.
That's amazing.
So they're our furry best friends. But if they were hurt or not breathing, would you know how to help them?
Coming up at 5, what you need to know about pet CPR.
4:57 here at Channel 2. It's one of the most successful musicals ever, and now it's coming to theaters.
Coming up at 5, when you'll be able to watch Hamilton with the original Broadway cast on the big screen.
Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News Today.
Good morning. Breaking news from West Harris County. A woman rushed to the hospital after being shot. What detectives are saying could have led up to it.
A major delay in the first vote in the race for the White House. The results of the Iowa caucus still not in. But no matter the votes, candidates are still aiming for one thing on the campaign trail.
We are one step closer to defeating the most corrupt president in American history.
What's behind that holdup that is frustrating candidates and voters?
Countdown to the announcements from the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo today. We'll find out who's headlining those Friday performances. All right, good morning. Got to look up the date. February 4th now at 5 o'clock. I'm Owen Clancy.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. Eric is in with a check on the roads. Hello.
Hello. So far, so good. Everybody playing nicely on area roadways. It's exactly the way we like to see it. Of course, it's only 5 o'clock in the morning, so things are about to change between now and, say, 7, 8, 9 o'clock.
Plenty of time for stuff to go
Exactly.
wrong. Yes, but if you're getting out the door early, no problem.
You're good to go.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised you have to check the calendar. I mean, you step outside and you're like, really? It's February?
I know.
Warm,
I know. It's crazy. So we're waking up to 70 degrees. Of course, we're no stranger to dramatic temperature swings here in Southeast Texas. So y'all know how it goes. We'll get through it. But we are in for quite the ride over the next 24 hours. So here's a live look at our tower camera. We are waking up to 70 degrees. Most of our roads are dry, but we have had a few light sprinkles in the overnight. That's possible throughout the morning. Right now on Exact Track radar, not picking up on anything, but those light sprinkles are so light that typically you don't see it on radar. A lot of cloudy skies, though. We'll see breaks of sunshine as we go into the afternoon. We are in the upper 60s between Katy and Tomball. Again, most of us hovering around 70 degrees, but we're in the mid 60s in Walker County and also at the coast in Galveston. It's not going to take much to get us close to 80 degrees. Our record here in Houston is 81, so we're kind of flirting with those records. We do have a 20% chance of an afternoon shower, but the rain chance is going up with our cold front. That's going to bring us back down to winter temperatures. Details on that still ahead. Eric?
All right, very good. Thank you, Britta. Let's take a look at traffic now. I think you'll notice that, well, things are pretty quiet out there. We've got a lot of green on the map. It's exactly what we like to see, as I mentioned just a couple of seconds ago. We are accident-free, 610 loop, north, south, east, west, all looking just fine out there. This is the West Loop at Memorial. This, of course, was closed last weekend. It will be closed again this weekend, right at the Southwest Freeway. But right now, things looking good. North Loop at Shepherd, typically very congested at the heart of the morning rush, is flowing nicely. Southwest Freeway, same thing. At Williams Trace through the Sugar Land area, no problems whatsoever. So 23 minutes in from the Grand Parkway to downtown on the Southwest Freeway. And the rest of your inbound drive times in the green. I've got nothing but good news for you right now. Of course, as things do change, and they always do, I'll be here to let you know exactly what's going on. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Eric. We've got some breaking news we are following this morning. A woman is now in the hospital after she was shot during a home invasion in West Harris County. Now, we are told the investigation began just after midnight at a home on Auburn Valley Lane. That's in a neighborhood just off the Grand Parkway near Morton Ranch Road. Investigators say they found blood trails, shell casings, and drug paraphernalia. They are still right now trying to figure out exactly what happened. We are told that woman turned up at the hospital, and investigators have not yet said how she was involved in all of this. We will, of course, bring you updates on this story throughout the morning.
New this morning, police are investigating two scenes possibly linked to a shooting on the south side of Houston overnight. It was around 2 a.m. Cops got a call from Fire Station 46 off Quarter Street that a gunshot victim had been dropped off by somebody driving a Mercedes. The victim was taken to the hospital. HPD later got a call about a red Hummer crashed out at Zolly Scales Park, not too far from the fire station. The vehicle was found riddled with bullets, but there was no one inside. Investigators are working to confirm if there was a connection between the two. To Decision 2020 this morning, or maybe indecision. This morning, Democratic presidential candidates, that is, and their supporters are waking up kind of frustrated at the Iowa caucuses last night.
That's right. After hours of waiting, the results still did not come in. They didn't come in last night. They're still not in, and they probably won't be until sometime later today. The Iowa Democratic Party says the results were delayed due to quality checks and inconsistencies in some reporting. The party said the problem was not the result of a hack or intrusion. Iowans living in other countries, though, also waiting for the results. They huddled in a municipal meeting room in Paris last night to caucus. They're all part of a new experiment aimed at making Iowa's voting process more inclusive. The delay of the results did not stop the candidates, though, from speaking to their supporters.
We don't know all the results tonight, but tonight has already showed that Americans have a deep hunger for big structural change.
We don't know all the results, but we know by the time it's all said and done, Iowa, you have shocked the nation.
We will see. President Trump won the Republican caucus. He wrote on Twitter, "It was a big win for us in Iowa." NBC's Wendy Woolfolk will give us an update on the situation coming up in the next 40 minutes. Well, just a day after House managers made their closing arguments in the impeachment trial, President Trump will give his annual State of the Union speech tonight.
That address comes just a day before his expected acquittal. NBC's Tracy Potts is on Capitol Hill with more of what we can expect.
Owen and Tanaya, good morning. Good morning, everyone from Washington. There are a couple of interesting things happening as a backdrop to the speech tonight, the election, of course, and the impeachment trial, which continues today, just hours before the president addresses Congress and the nation.
We endure. Lawmakers who've been silent for 2 weeks continue speeches today for and against convicting President Trump.
I cannot vote to convict.
Alaska Senator Lisa Murkowski now off the fence, deciding against what she calls the political death penalty.
The president's name is on ballots that have already been cast. The voters will pronounce a verdict in 9 months, and we must trust their judgment.
I remain undecided.
Without 67 votes to remove the president, some lawmakers do believe there's enough support for censure.
His behavior cannot go unchecked by the Senate, and censure would allow a bipartisan statement condemning his unacceptable behavior in the strongest terms.
Both sides have delivered their closing arguments.
If you find that the House has proved its case and still vote to acquit, your name will be tied to his with a cord of steel and for all of history.
The only appropriate result here is to acquit the president and to leave it to the voters to choose their president.
The President of the United States! Unknown, will President Trump mention impeachment during tonight's State of the Union address?
Most of us are tired of impeachment. There's a lot of other things that he needs to talk about.
The president says his message will focus on accomplishments.
He'll likely lean heavily on the economy and low unemployment numbers, which is one area where the president continues to draw strong numbers, even amid impeachment. In Washington, I'm Tracy Potts, KPRC Channel 2 News.
The president will give his State of the Union address tonight at 8, and you can catch it right here on air and at click2houston.com. In Southwest Houston, a family has to sort through a big mess after a pickup truck crashed into their apartment last night. Police say the pickup was on the Beltway when it crashed into another vehicle, causing him to lose control. The truck went off the highway, crossed all 3 lanes of the feeder, crashed through the apartment fence and into the apartment. Thankfully, no one was home at the time. The driver has minor injuries, according to police, and should be okay.
Time right now is coming up on 5:08. Classes are canceled at Texas A&M University Commerce today and tomorrow after a deadly shooting at a dorm there. Investigators say 2 women were killed and a 2-year-old child was injured. At last check, we are told that child is stable. Authorities are still investigating exactly what happened. They have not revealed the motive or if they are still looking for a suspect.
2 youth baseball leagues in Southeast Houston say thieves stole their expensive lawnmowers. The $10,000 mower for the Sagemont Beverly Hills Little League vanished yesterday. And then a couple of fields down, the South Belt Girls Softball League's lawnmower and weed eater were stolen from 2 storage units that were locked up. Parents from both leagues are obviously disappointed.
It's not just $10,000. It's our baseball season. It's resources. It's all of our hard work.
When springtime comes, this grass starts growing. Sometimes we have to mow it twice a week. So pretty big, significant loss for us.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like little leagues have a ton of money just laying around either. But we don't know if there's like surveillance video or whatnot. The Harris County Sheriff's Office is going to try to find the crooks, though.
All right, a bit brighter news now. We're all counting down to the big announcements from the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, and those will be today.
Yeah, we'll find out who's doing the Friday shows. Taisha Walker live at NRG with a really cool way that the rodeo is going to make the announcements this year. Taisha, tell us about it. Good morning.
Don't we all want to know? Well, the countdown is on. We're about 2.5 hours away from learning who the first of the final 3 Houston Rodeo performers will be.
Gwen Stefani.
The first 17 acts were recently revealed. Today, the final 3 All Friday performers will be announced in phases. Houston rapper Bun B will make the first announcement at 7:30 a.m. The second will come at 10:30 a.m. Both will take place at Southwest Houston schools. The last act will be revealed at 1:30 p.m. at a South Central Houston high school. Here's another clue. We know the artists that will perform on March 6th and 13th sing hip-hop and R&B, and the performance on March 20th is electronic dance music. And get ready to book those tickets this Thursday. They will go on sale starting at 10 a.m. Reporting live from NRG, Taisha Walker, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
All right, lots of anticipation. Taisha, thanks. U.S. women's soccer team's getting closer and closer to the Summer Olympics in Tokyo.
That they are still ahead at 5. How they played against Costa Rica last night right here in H-Town. Britta.
And this morning, we are waking up to spring-like temperatures. We're close to 70 degrees. We are looking at near record-breaking highs this afternoon, followed by a huge temperature drop tomorrow. We'll take you through your forecast coming up.
All right, Britta. The Rockets getting ready for the Hornets tonight. Next, we'll show you some awesome video of a fan getting to meet James Harden. It's 5:11.
Calm.
Good morning to you. It is Tuesday. Hopefully you're having a great start to the day. 5:12 in the morning and on the North Freeway, no problems. This area right heading into the Shepherd Curve on the North Freeway is typically one of the first areas to get congested during a morning commute. And with this looking just fine, no problems out there. 24 minutes in from the Woodlands, we don't have any accidents on area roadways, so our drive times, no matter where you're coming into town from, you're in great shape. We are in the green, moving along at posted speeds. Britta?
And we're looking good this morning, Eric. A live look at downtown. Temperatures across the area very warm for February. We're waking up close to 70 degrees. We would typically be in the 40s for a February morning. We're at 69 degrees in Tomball, 70 degrees at Hobby Airport, mid-60s right now in Conroe. Now this afternoon we're topping off pretty close to 80 degrees. Our record for today is 81, and we do have a slight chance of a passing shower. Might even hear a rumble of thunder. We have a cold front approaching tonight, and that is going to dramatically change our weather. We'll take a look at that temperature swing coming up.
Could be a big difference tomorrow. Thank you, Britta. Well, the Rockets take on the Charlotte Hornets tonight at Toyota Center. Tip-off, 7 o'clock.
The team will face them without Clint Capella and Russell Westbrook. Capella's out with a heel injury. Westbrook with a left thumb sprain. Neither will likely play. Dreams, though, are coming true for this Rockets fan. Thanks to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, a fan named Devin got to attend Rockets practice and meet his hero, James Harden. Two made some shots together, played a little bit, a couple of free throws, and Devin got the Beard's autograph. He got to take some pictures, and boy, oh boy, what an experience. Thanks again to the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
That's pretty amazing. Well, an extraordinary start to the beginning of a Texas police officer's career.
Coming up, the moment she was surprised by someone special at her swearing-in ceremony.
And next, it was the greatest game for the Chiefs in half a century, but how many people actually watched the Super Bowl? The staggering number, next. Good morning. Time right now is 5:17 on a Tuesday morning. Live look outside. A warm start to our day. Look at that, 70 right now. But that's going to change. Britta will have details coming up in just a few moments. Conservative radio host Rush Limbaugh says he is suffering from advanced lung cancer. He revealed his diagnosis to his millions of listeners yesterday. The 69-year-old says his only symptom so far is shortness of breath, and he's going to take some days off for medical tests to determine his treatment.
I can't help but feel that I'm letting everybody down with this, and know that every day I'm not here, I'll be thinking about you and missing you.
The Rush Limbaugh Show has been nationally syndicated for 31 years. He is a Republican Party icon and a close ally of President Trump.
Super Bowl champions Kansas City Chiefs and head coach Andy Reid are set to show off the Lombardi Trophy on the streets of downtown Kansas City tomorrow morning. Thousands of fans expected. Super Bowl 54 turned out to be the 10th most watched Super Bowl in NFL history, according to Nielsen. 102 million people watched the Chiefs beat the Niners 31-20 on Sunday.
Wow. All right, time now is 5:18. The U.S. women's soccer team now inching closer to scoring a spot to compete in the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. They beat Costa Rica's team in Houston last night. More than 7,000 fans were out there cheering them on at BBVA Stadium. The U.S. team took first place in Group A of the Women's Olympic qualifying tournament with a dominating 6-0 victory. Now, this win means that Team USA will face the runner-up from Group B, which will be either Canada or Mexico. Well, a new police officer in Irving is enjoying a pretty notable start to her career.
She got a special surprise at her swearing-in ceremony. Officer Erica Benning was all set for her husband to pin on her badge. That is, until her military son, who she hasn't seen in 2 years, came around the corner to surprise her. Benning's son is a U.S. Army sergeant stationed in Germany. And eventually, after the hugs and the tears, he did the honors of pinning the badge on his mother.
What a great surprise for her. Well, this is not a good surprise. People in Salt Lake City are, this is good though, expected to get a small break today after a big winter storm moved through that area. You've got to see. Look at this. They had to deal with this yesterday. The snow made driving really dangerous with several spinouts and crashes reported. By yesterday afternoon, the Highway Patrol there says it investigated more than 250 crashes statewide. The storm is supposed to die down today. And Britta, that storm in Utah, we're going to be seeing kind of parts of it tomorrow.
Snow coming.
Yes.
Wow. Funny you should say that. Yeah, that four-letter word. And I mean, it's, you know, it's okay, family-friendly four-letter word. But you know what? When you look at the U.S. in general, only 39% of the U.S. is covered by snow. We still have the Great Lakes, which aren't frozen. It's been a really mild winter compared to what we typically would see. So we're in for a little bit of winter. It's February. We should see it. It's only going to last 2 days. So if it's not your thing, don't worry about it. Let's take you outside and show you what we are waking up to. Not winter, that's for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, it's 70 degrees outside right now. That's a live look at our Kaplan Sinus Relief camera. Mostly cloudy skies right now. A few sprinkles across town, but if you get caught this morning, it's going to be fairly light. We do have a few mid-60s to the north of town in Walker County. We're at 65 degrees in Huntsville, 70 degrees in Pearland, and right now in Galveston, we have temperatures at 67 degrees. Late this afternoon, we're pushing 80. Our record high today, 81 degrees. So it is going to be a very warm, muggy day, mostly cloudy skies. A few showers are possible, even maybe a rumble of thunder, but your rain chances at about 20%, so most of us will have a dry day. The cold front is arriving for tomorrow morning. Right now, you can see the snow moving through New Mexico, so Utah's been clearing out, and it's quickly approaching, and we might see a little bit of wintry precip here in southeast Texas. It'll take you hour by hour. Today, not looking bad, as I said, just isolated showers possible. The rain is moving through tomorrow morning. This is going to be a chilly rainfall, so getting the kids out the door tomorrow, be prepared for wet, cold temperatures. Now, as we go throughout the remainder of Wednesday, we still have that rain chance, but it's going to be overnight Wednesday into Thursday that we have that chance of maybe seeing some wet snowflakes or sleet mixing in. 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. Thursday morning. You can see it on our Futurecast model. Most of us here in the metro area just having a chilly rainfall at that point, but there is that slight chance that we could see some wet snowflakes trying to mix in. If it does happen, not going to cause any issues to the roads. It would just be more interesting than anything else. And of course, that chance, well, most of us will be sleeping. During the day on Thursday, we clear up quite nicely. We are going to warm up as well. So this is just a 2-day cold snap, and then we're right back to our spring-like temperatures. With the cold front tomorrow, we're anticipating maybe a ½ an inch of rainfall. So again, not a huge deal, but we might have rumbles of thunder mix in just because this is a cold front rolling through, and it's a dramatic temperature swing, which can always touch off isolated thunderstorms. But there's a look at it, Eric. I mean, we're going from 80 degrees today to temperatures in the 40s tomorrow afternoon.
All right, that's like a 30 to 40 degree temperature drop. That's significant. All right, we're going to be ready for it. Britta, thank you very much for that. Time saver traffic now. Things pretty quiet on area roadways. Not many cars out there. So if you're heading out shortly to go to work, to go to school, you're in pretty good shape around town. We don't have any accidents on any of the main freeways around town. We do have a couple of areas of construction today down the Gulf Freeway. One closed lane in both directions from FM 518 or Main Street to FM 517. This is down in Galveston County today from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Same time period, a little bit farther down the road in Galveston, on Galveston Island between 71st Street and the Causeway Bridge. We're going to have the northbound lanes down by 1 lane. So a little bit of a restriction there. Shouldn't cause too many problems out there. Gulf Freeway right now flowing nicely at Monroe. Again, not many cars out there on the roadway. Katy Freeway, same story at Blaylock, moving along just fine near Memorial City. And your inbound drive times continue to be in the green across the board. Drive safely. We'll keep you posted as things change. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Eric. Just days after naming his new skipper, Astros owner Jim Crane is now out with another big announcement ahead. What we know about the new general manager, James Click, as the team prepares to load up for spring training today. Haley, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Tanaya. The CDC is working against the clock to expand coronavirus testing, and now another cruise ship is being quarantined after one of its passengers tested positive, where it's being isolated ahead. Tex.
And we're back now at 5:27. A special primary election is scheduled to be held in Baltimore, Maryland today. The primary will decide who succeeds the late Representative Elijah Cummings. There are 24 Democratic and 8 Republican candidates running in the election to fill that seat. A total of 315 polling locations will be open later this morning. In the Harvey Weinstein trial, a woman who says Weinstein raped her will have to take the stand again today. This comes after she broke down in tears on the witness stand while being questioned by the defense. Jessica Mann sobbed so uncontrollably yesterday, the judge sent the jury home early. Mann says Weinstein sexually assaulted her 3 times. The defense argued the aspiring actress and Hollywood producer were in a consensual relationship that lasted for years and suggested Mann took advantage of Weinstein. Straight ahead here on Channel 2 News Today. You know, the Super Bowl is over, and now it's time to reveal who won our Pro Football You Pick'em contest. The lucky winner is coming up, Amy.
All right. Hey, if you still haven't seen Hamilton on Broadway, just wait a minute. The award-winning show is coming to the big screen. I'm consumer expert Amy Davis with who is turning Hamilton into a movie and when you can see it in theaters.
All right, time saver traffic. East Tex Freeway, Laura Copy, flowing nicely. We don't have any accidents we're speaking of. So we'll take a look at your current drive times, but I think you're going to be liking what you see as far as traffic goes so far this morning. Britta?
Nice, and if you are a fan of spring-like temperatures, you are going to love today. We are waking up to 70 degrees. Let you know how warm it's going to be this afternoon, and then a little taste of winter, a big taste of winter. Details straight ahead.
Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News Today.
Grief this morning after a Liberty County Sheriff's deputy died 9 months after being shot in the line of duty. How those closest to Deputy Richard Whitten are now remembering him.
Chaos in the Iowa caucuses. Results still not in this morning after the state's Democratic Party found some inconsistencies, they said. Candidates, though, already moving on to New Hampshire.
Today marks the beginning of the end for Donald Trump.
So ahead, what the party told candidates on the phone during the holdup and what's caused the problem that's all too familiar to Houstonians.
Get ready for a huge drop in temperatures. Winter makes its return in about 24 hours. How cold it's going to get and when we could see some rain. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with us. 5:30 now on a Tuesday. I'm Tanaya Wright.
I'm Owen Confletti. Eric Braid's in on traffic.
Yeah, main highway's looking pretty good. We do have one accident, Highway 146. This is near the Kemah area. If you live in that general vicinity and you're headed out shortly, listen up. We've got a closure to speak of.
Okay.
Yeah, and weather, it's warm.
Really?
I mean, 70 degrees.
Unseasonably warm.
Yes, that's for sure. We typically would be waking up in the 40s. So this is a big change of pace. If you prefer those winter temperatures, they are quickly approaching. It is going to be a dramatic change. And then we're right back up to spring by the time we get to this weekend. A lot of updates on that 10-day forecast. Let's start with today, though. We'll break it apart, right? There's a lot to take in. That's a live look downtown. We have mostly cloudy skies this morning. You might see an isolated spritz on your windshield during the morning drive, but generally speaking, a mainly dry start to the day. We are waking up to the mid-60s to the north of town in Walker County, but 70 degrees here in Houston, mid-60s at the coast, and 69 degrees currently in Katy. This is a 15 to 20 degree, almost 20 degree warm up compared to yesterday morning. So again, you're going to feel the difference. Kids do not need to bundle up by any means. They want to wear shorts and t-shirts because this afternoon is going to be a warm one. We're pushing records here in Southeast Texas, a record high here in Houston, 81 degrees. We're going for 80 degrees for us today. 20% chance of a stray shower, so we will see a few showers out there, maybe even a rumble of thunder, but the best chance of rain is with the cold front. We'll time that out coming up. Over to you, Eric.
All right, thank you very much. A warm one, 80 degrees in February. That doesn't happen too often. Time saver traffic. We are green across the board on area main freeways, but we do have a new accident. This one is on State Highway 146 at FM 518. It's in the Kemah area, right adjacent to the Kemah Boardwalk. Here it is. We've got both directions on 146 shut down because of this accident. So if you live in this particular area, you're going to need to take side streets to get around this one for the meantime. We'll let you know when this does clear, but just bear that in mind. Elsewhere around town, things looking great. Southwest Freeway, Brazos River down in the Sugar Land area, flowing nicely, as is the Northwest Freeway. Don't have a picture of that. Did, but it doesn't seem to want to show up right now. I will tell you, Northwest Freeway into the 610 loop, only a 15-minute drive, so traffic is looking great, not only there, but everywhere around town right now. Back to you guys.
Okay, Eric, thanks. 5:33, this is breaking news now. Texas Rangers are investigating reports of a murder at a mobile home in Humble. According to the medical examiner's office, a body was picked up from the home Wilson Road near Tascasita this morning. We have not heard yet how the person died or if anyone's been arrested, but that's a breaking news alert right now out of Humble. The Liberty County Sheriff's Office is remembering one of its deputies this morning.
Deputy Richard Witten died yesterday, 9 months after he was shot in the line of duty. A procession was held in his honor last night. Channel 2's Vincent Crivelli joins us now live from the Texas Medical Center with more on how he's being remembered. Vincent.
Tanaya, good morning. Deputy Witten was shot while protecting our community. Monday he passed away, but will always be remembered as a hero. Deputy Witten's death was unexpected. He was undergoing physical therapy when he suffered an apparent heart attack and passed away.
Unbelievable, the loss of this particular man. Not only a deputy, good deputy, great deputy, but a great man.
Deputy Witten was mostly paralyzed from the chest down, but did have some movement in his right side. Here he is with his granddaughter helping to feed him, and here he is with his dog Tuffy.
Loved his family, loved his country, and he sure did love the department too. And it's just a tragic loss.
In May 2019, Deputy Witten was off duty on his way to training when murder suspect Pavel Vito opened fire at a business nearby. Deputy Witten confronted Vito and was shot in the neck. Monday night, a procession was held in Witten's honor.
Witten would tell you when you talk to him, he said, it's tragic what happened to me, but if I had to do it again, I'd do the same thing. And so he was a true hero. He gave his heart, he gave his life. He was an awesome deputy.
And Deputy Witten is survived by his wife, Cammie, his daughter, son, and grandchildren. This morning, they're asking for your prayers. Reporting live from the medical examiner's office, Vincent Crivelli, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Okay, Vincent, thank you. 5:35 now. To Decision 2020. Iowa state officials are still dealing with a big problem after the caucuses last night.
That's right. Technology problems and reporting inconsistencies kept them from releasing the results. Officials say they are hoping to release them sometime later today. But the Democratic presidential hopefuls, well, they have been trying to take all this matter in strides.
And when those results are announced, I have a good feeling we're going to be doing very, very well here in Iowa.
We're going to walk out of here with our share of delegates. We don't know exactly what it is yet, but we feel good about where we are.
We will see. Donald Trump Jr. also in Iowa last night at a GOP caucus site. He says he knows they really don't need to have a heavy presence in the state, but he calls this good practice for the general election.
They're going to throw a lot at us. The other side will over the coming year. And it's also a great practice for our teams that are on the ground, for our volunteers, for everyone that's there to come here and to get ready. We're taking the fight.
Republicans also caucused in Iowa yesterday. Those results are in. President Trump is the winner.
Formalities continue today in President Trump's impeachment trial. More senators will deliver remarks on the floor. This comes before a final vote scheduled for tomorrow. Before that, the president delivers his State of the Union address tonight while under impeachment. You can watch tonight's address right here at 8 o'clock on Channel 2. 5:37 to the latest on coronavirus. At least 427 people have died, and there are now more than 20,000 cases of it in China.
Our health reporter Haley Hernandez joins us now live with more on what's going on here in the U.S.
That's right, guys. So the numbers are growing daily in China, but right now there's still only 11 confirmed cases here in the U.S. While there are more in question, the CDC is working to expand access to virus testing to determine if more people are actually contracting the virus. Again, there are no confirmed cases here in Texas. The first person diagnosed with the virus in the U.S. has been discharged and is recovering at home in Washington state. The hospital says the man in his 30s is still being monitored. Now, the federal government is planning another airlift to bring 1,000 Americans home to 4 military bases for quarantine, including Lackland Air Force Base in San Antonio. So far, none of the 195 Americans quarantined since last week in California have shown any signs of illness. And Japan's government is isolating a cruise ship after a Hong Kong man who sailed on it last month tested positive for the coronavirus. The 80-year-old flew to Japan and boarded the Diamond Princess, run by Carnival Japan Incorporated. The cruise liner says more than 3,000 people are on board. Now, I will have more on what one of the largest school districts in Texas is doing to address concerns where students and staff will actually be getting screened. That's ahead at 6:30. Owen?
All right, Haley, thanks for that update. 5:39 right now. Let's do a little sports action. Astros will load up their spring training equipment truck this morning, and it's on to Florida. The franchise also named its new general manager. Let's say hello to James Click. He was with the Rays for the last 3 years as VP of Baseball Operations. He's 42 years old, a Yale graduate. He'll be officially introduced later this morning at the ballpark. The team extending the warm welcome on Twitter there with this image. So welcome to town, and hey, good luck. Let's have a great season.
Definitely. All right, time right now, 5:39. Let's go to Britta with a check on the forecast. Warm today, but things are going to be changing.
Exactly. Big changes on the way. So this morning we're waking up to 70 degrees. This afternoon, 80 degrees. This is pushing records for us here in Houston. But exactly, you can see what's coming, right? Winter is on the way. So afternoon temperatures tomorrow will be dropping to the 40s. This is a huge temperature swing. With that, we do anticipate some showers, even a few thunderstorms. We'll take you through your rain chances coming up next. Tanaya?
All right, thank you, Britta. Well, you perform CPR or the Heimlich when you see someone choking, but would you know what to do if this was your pet?
Ahead, Haley's going to show us how to do those same things with our dogs and cats, potentially, to help save their lives in that kind of situation.
Definitely good to know. And right now, you are looking live at Manchester, New Hampshire, where Democratic presidential candidates are moving on the campaign trail after the results have been delayed in the Iowa caucus. Coming up next, we're going to hear from NBC's Wendy Woolfolk on what's being done now. Time now, 5:40.
How beautiful.
I know.
It's like still
pretty.
Christmas in New Hampshire. Oh, wow. 5:42 right now. The Iowa Democratic Party is still going through caucus results hours after voters handed them in.
That's right. The party says this delay is due to quality checks and problems with the mobile app. NBC's Wendy Woolfolk is in Iowa this morning. So, Wendy, the party promised the results would be out sometime, hopefully today.
Fingers crossed. Good morning, Owen and Tanaya. It is certainly not the result any Democrat here in Iowa would have predicted after all of the hype and lead up to the beginning of this 2020 election. Unfortunately, it ended up being a very strange, long night and very early morning for all of the candidates as well as the media who were anticipating these large numbers. After hours passed and no results, Senator Amy Klobuchar was the first to come out and declare her own victory here in Iowa, and then she announced she's going full steam ahead to New Hampshire. As you can imagine, the other candidates quickly followed suit, each giving sort of a pre-victory stump speech, each and of themselves. As you mentioned, though, the Democratic Party here in the state of Iowa is absolutely scrambling, finally coming out and saying, quote, they'd found inconsistencies in their reporting, and they're blaming this new app that they have precinct captains reporting their data, those results across this state. Unfortunately, they are now having to go back and independently verify, and they're doing that with a paper trail, so that could take some time. Legal counsel for the Biden campaign already came out and strongly said that the campaigns expect a full explanation of this quality control method that they are going about. And at this point, it's anyone's guess when those numbers are going to come out. Two of the candidates, we said, have already headed to New Hampshire ahead of that primary that is 1 week from today. So here in Iowa, though, both the voters and the campaigns are in limbo.
Yeah, well, it was interesting. I mean, any of those candidates that reached that status of viability, they could kind of come out and give a sort of a victory speech. It's like, hey, we made it through Iowa. But I guess no real timeline, though, Wendy, of when we're going to see the results.
Right. Well, now they're each declaring victory, and they wanted that momentum. You're absolutely right, Owen. Unfortunately, we don't have any idea other than sometime today, and it could take quite some time.
Yeah. Well, and it is a primary, so, you know, you count it all up when it's all said and done. But it will be interesting to see what they finally, the final numbers are. Thank you, Wendy. We do appreciate it. It's been nice to see you in Des Moines. Have a good day.
Yes. All right. Well, straight ahead on Channel 2 News today, he's helping students across the entire school district.
We're going to introduce you to a therapy puppy. It's part of a new program, yeah.
I like it. Hey, if you've ever waited at an Apple store to have your cracked screen repaired and you didn't love it, you might like Apple's newest repair service. I'm consumer expert Amy Davis with how you can now summon repair service to come to you, wherever you are.
Nice, sounds good to me. Thank you, Amy. Well, the Super Bowl is over, and now we're revealing who won. Oh, there's the puppy. Our You Pick 'em contest.
Maybe the puppy won the...
Maybe the doggy won. Dog food, and Owen's drinking dog food forever. Drinking coffee.
He's drinking again, that guy.
Hey, it's Tuesday.
He's a comedian, you guys.
Yeah. Coming up, I'll have a warning about drinking on set. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so you guys love your pets like family, but would you know what to do if you found them unresponsive? Up next, how to do CPR on your dog or cat. Time now, 5:45.
Services.
All right. All season long, you've been playing against me, Tanaya, Amy, and our Pro Football Pick'em.
Yeah.
You Pick'em contest.
You picked him.
You picked him.
You did. Well, this guy picked him because this is our winner. A big congratulations to Dennis Nuss from Katy. Congratulations. You can choose the $500 Freddy's gift card, or you can book their food truck for an event.
Ooh, yeah, that's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
Either way, you win.
No,
so.
Congratulations,
Nice,
Dennis.
dude. Good job.
So enjoy, and good job beating us. An Ohio school district has a new friend to help students. You've got to take a look at him. Oh, he's cute. He's a 12-week-old sheepadoodle. It's a mix of a lot of things. Sheepdog, doodle, golden doodle, I don't know. His name is Odin, though. The little guy has a really big job, though, going around all of the schools. Chad Kaiser is his handler.
We thought it could help with our social-emotional learning and our anxieties. It helps kids open up a little bit. They're a little more comfortable around the animals, able to, talk about their feelings a little bit more.
He is so cute. Kaiser hopes the district might expand the program someday to bring in even more dogs. We have Tex here, and seeing him always makes you happy. Well, what would you do if your pet was in distress from heart failure or maybe even choking?
For humans, you got CPR, the Heimlich. Health reporter Haley Hernandez this morning says the same can be done, though, for our animals. Good morning.
Yeah, and you know what? Unfortunately, most people don't even know about this until it's too late. But according to the Red Cross, CPR is somewhat similar for animals as it is for humans. And I found a local class where anyone can learn how to rescue their pets.
We've seen it happen right here on our broadcast. House fires and other unpredictable disasters putting pets' lives at risk, and a first responder brings them back to life. But would you be able to do the same thing under pressure? Casey Ferris from Pet CPR USA says anyone can learn CPR for dogs and cats.
Being prepared is the key to any emergency situation.
She says professional groomers, doggy daycares, and firefighters take her class to learn how to rescue dogs and cats, but anyone can do this. Here's how you'd rescue a dog that's choking.
Get behind them and press on their lung area, and that will act like a fireplace bellows and create pressure and spit out the object.
But if a dog or cat was unresponsive, put them on their right side, left side up, and start CPR.
So I'm going to lock my thumb under his armpit, and then I'm going to brace the dog against my body, and I'm going to start compressions, 1/3 to 1/4 the width of the dog. And then I want to give him 2 breaths. And so I'm going to extend the airway, and I'm going to get a good tight seal, like a sandwich. And I'm going to put my mouth totally over his snout. And if you get a pulse, then you figure out what got him in this position. If you don't have a pulse, continuous CPR.
Yeah, so that was all kind of quick. I am writing out these step-by-step instructions on our website. Casey also teaches private classes. To take one, go to this article on click2houston.com and learn how you can reach her.
Very interesting.
I say something important to know.
Yeah.
Pet owners.
And I mean, that was 1:30. Her class is a lot more elaborate than that. So if you treat your animals like your family member, it's probably something good to know.
Nice. Thank you, Haley. All right, let's go to Britta now with a check on the forecast. Changes are coming.
Yes, as always, but this is a really dramatic change that we are in for. So here's a live look over downtown. Temperatures this morning, 70 degrees. I mean, this is a really warm start. This would be warm for an afternoon in February, let alone a morning. We're in the mid-60s to the north of town, 67 degrees in Galveston, and 70 degrees right now between Pearland and Sugar Land. This afternoon, we're pushing record highs. Our record high here in Houston, 81 degrees. We're going for 80 degrees, and we have a 20% chance of a stray shower. Not really anticipating too much rain, but as we go into the evening forecast, those rain chances will be going up as the cold front gets closer. Right now, we're just dealing with cloud cover, maybe a few light sprinkles outside. As we go into the afternoon, we'll have breaks of sunshine, and then that cold front will get closer and closer. You can see that snow in New Mexico this morning. As it draws through early tomorrow morning, we're going to see widely scattered showers and that huge temperature drop. If you're traveling to the North Texas tomorrow, be forewarned. They're expecting some winter weather, and we could actually see it here in town as well. Between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. on Thursday morning, we're expecting chilly rain showers behind the front for the metro area. But look at that, some wet snowflakes and sleet mixing in for our west and northwest counties. A few of our computer model runs have had this occurring as far south as spring, so something to look for. If it happens, it would not cause issues for the roads or the morning commute. And again, most of this would be overnight, but it would be interesting to see. So if you're an early riser, snap a photo. We'd love to see it. The opportunity early Thursday morning. After that, we warm things up quite nicely. So this is only a 2-day winter snap. We're expecting about 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rainfall. We're going from 80 degrees today to dropping to the 40s throughout the day tomorrow. We might be able to rebound up to about 54 degrees tomorrow afternoon. But Eric, this is a big temperature drop with 30s for Thursday morning.
All right, fair warning. Get those winter coats out after short sleeves today. Time saver traffic now. Let's take a look at what's going on. We've got a few things happening around town, mainly on the east side. One is an accident on State Highway 146. This is right near the Kemah Boardwalk at FM 518. We've got a Walmart right at this intersection. Both directions are closed at this time, so you'll need to take side streets to get around. This shouldn't be too much of a problem for you. Elsewhere, we're looking at 225. Got a stalled vehicle on a left lane right here. This is outbound. It's going to cause you about a 10-minute delay right now. The backup is really growing toward the 610 loop. In fact, let's take a look at this. 225 at Preston. You can see it's very much a slow go. Cars creeping along very, very slowly. Finally, Gulf Freeway inbound at 90. This is Wayside. We've got an accident. The backup is all the way back to the 610 loop, as you can see in this little inset shot right here. As a result, your drive time's a little sluggish as you're heading into town from Clear Lake. About 25 minutes right now. The outbound commute on 225 is delayed by about 10 to 15 minutes because of that stalled vehicle. Elsewhere, inbound drive time still looking good. We are accident-free on most other arteries. Back to you.
Eric Bray, thanks. 5:54 now. Disney is bringing Broadway's Hamilton to the big screen.
And Apple quietly rolled out an at-home repairs option in some cities, including Houston. Amy's here with those details and more this morning.
Yeah, at-home repairs.
I like that.
Yeah, no more going down to the Apple store and waiting around at a Genius bar. Now people with cracked front iPhone screens in Houston, Dallas, Chicago, New York, LA can request that an agent come to you. So when you go to Apple's Get Support website and report a cracked iPhone screen, you'll get a window option that lets you schedule a repair. Apple is using GoTech Service. That's an authorized Apple service provider. An on-site visit fee will be added to your repair cost, but neither company is saying exactly how much that is. So you might have to go through and investigate.
Might be worth it instead of waiting in those lines there.
Exactly. $15 billion. That's how much YouTube made just in ad revenue last year. You know that those videos you have to watch before you can see the video you actually clicked on? Well, this is the first time that YouTube's parent company, Google, has broken out earnings for YouTube, so it's a pretty big deal. Google said it shows advertisers how important a marketing vehicle YouTube can be. The video website now has more than 20 million YouTube Music and Premium paid subscribers.
Wonder how much of that the creators got.
Yeah,
Seriously.
right. Hey, Hamilton, it's hitting the big screen next year. Creator Lin-Manuel Miranda, who stars as Alexander Hamilton, announced this news on Twitter that Disney is bringing the hit musical along with the original Broadway cast to movie theaters in October 2021. So it will include previously recorded stage performances in New York at the Richard Rodgers Theater, where the show first opened. So I haven't had a chance to see that on Broadway, but now as a Disney movie, I might just get my chance.
Yep.
Hey, all this week, we are telling you what you ought to know about buying a car. This morning's subject is how to get the lowest price. That's what we all want to know, right? And who better to tell us than a former car salesman? Coming up in our 6 o'clock hour, he will explain what a lot of people do that costs them thousands of dollars and the 3 main steps to getting the best price.
Oh, some inside knowledge.
Yeah,
I
so
love that.
I thought this one was very helpful. Can't wait till you see it.
Yes, looking forward to that. Thank you, Amy. All right, we'll take another look at the temperatures outside right now. We're off to a warm start on this Tuesday. Coming up, Britta will tell us when a big cold front is going to drop the temperatures pretty low.
On Channel 2. Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News Today.
Good morning. Developing today, the president's impeachment trial is close to being over, but it could be a big night in Washington. Lawmakers as they argue his acquittal while he's preparing for the State of the Union.
The long-awaited Mystery Friday Night Rodeo performers finally being announced today, when you'll get to find out if you need to rush out to get tickets to those concerts.
It's a warm start to this Tuesday morning, but to brace yourself, we'll be diving back into the 30s in just a bit. It's 6 o'clock now, Tuesday the 4th. Good morning. I'm Owen Conflenti.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. Eric is in with a check on the roads. How are we looking?
We're looking pretty good overall. We've got a couple of little incidents that we're dealing with that's slowing things down. The biggest thing right now is outbound on 225. If you're a reverse commuter heading out to the LaPorte area, you've got a bit of a delay. You're going to have to kind of quicken things up a little bit at home, get out the door a little bit earlier. We'll talk about that coming up.
Step on it.
Yep, and get ready to turn on the AC today. I mean, it's ridiculously warm for a morning in February. We're at 70 degrees this afternoon. We'll be pushing records, add in a little humidity. It is not going to feel like February outside, but it's quickly approaching. Winter is coming. Winter. Yes, so there's a live look over downtown. We're at 71 degrees at Bush Airport, so we've actually been warming up in the middle of the night over the last several hours. We're at 69 degrees in Katy, 68 degrees in Conroe, and 68 degrees currently in Galveston. We're only going to continue to crank up the heat, and temperatures this morning running 10, 17, 11 degrees warmer than yesterday morning. You will notice the difference. Kids need to wear shorts and t-shirts today because as they go out for recess, they will be having temperatures that are in the upper 70s, close to 80 degrees. A 20% chance of a stray shower throughout the day today. Our rain chances are going up tonight with the cold front, and that cold front is going to bring in major winter temperatures. We're talking about a temperature drop of over 20 degrees in some spots. Details straight ahead. Eric, over to you.
All right, time saver traffic now. As I mentioned, a couple of incidents that we are dealing with. The biggest one on 225, stalled vehicle just outside the Beltway. This is on the outbound side of things too. You can see on the inset, we've got a left lane blocked by this stalled vehicle right here. Emergency crews are on the scene, but you block one lane, and this is the kind of backup you get. It is slow going all the way back to 610, about a 15-minute delay right now heading out to LaPorte as a result. Take a look at the backup. I'm going to advance the camera right here. This is 225 at Preston. This is what you're going to be facing as you're headed outbound right now on the LaPorte Freeway. So just be aware of that. Accident inbound on the Gulf Freeway has cleared, but you can see, well, actually, it still looks like it's ongoing right now. Houston TransStar has called it clear, but we've still got something going on. Take a quicker look at that coming up. But elsewhere, well, we're doing just fine as far as traffic goes on all other main arteries. Let's take a look at our current drive times, and you'll notice that we are in the green with the exception of that drive-in on the Gulf Freeway. So yeah, take your time and give yourself a little extra time coming in from Clear Lake. Back to you guys.
All right, Eric, thanks. 6:03. Less than a month away from the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, and today some big questions will finally be answered.
That they will. Last month, we were given the star-studded lineup for the long-awaited concert series, but there is still one big question. Who's going to play the Friday shows? Channel 2's Taisha Walker is live right now at NRG with more on when we're going to find out today. Taisha, so exciting.
Tanaya, get ready to book those tickets on Thursday. Later today, we will learn the names of those final 3 acts, which will perform on Thursdays throughout the month of March. And, you know, since they made us wait so long between the first announcement, something tells me those 3 acts are going to be huge. Predictions are starting to come in on Twitter on who the final 3 Rodeo Houston acts could be. This man is betting on Selena Gomez and Lizzo, while this woman is also saying Selena Gomez and Lizzo along with Marshmello. So far, there haven't been any leaks for phase 2 of the announcements. Unlike last month, when a list of the first 17 performers was revealed online. Later today, the final 3 performers, all Friday concerts, will be announced. Rapper Bun B will do the honors at 7:30 and 10:30 a.m., revealing the 2 hip-hop and R&B acts at 2 different Southwest Houston schools. The final performer, an electronic dance music artist, will be announced at a South Central Houston high school at 1:30. With only 12 of the 20 artists performing country music, organizers say this year's lineup is the most diverse one yet.
Houston is the most diverse major city in America, and we want everyone to feel welcome and excited to attend the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, and one way we can do that is with the lineup.
And tickets will go on sale this Thursday starting at 10 a.m. Just like last year, you have a slight advantage if you download the app. I think it will go on sale at 9:30 if you have the app. So get those tickets ready. Get yourself ready to book those tickets and get your boots ready for the rodeo. Reporting live from NRG, Taisha Walker, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
All right, Taisha, thanks. 6:05, back to our breaking news. We're still working to get more information on a possible murder investigation happening in Humble. According to the medical examiner's office, a body was picked up from a home on Wilson Road, not far from Atascocita Road, earlier this morning. We still have yet to hear how that person died or if any arrests have been made.
New this morning, police on Houston's south side are trying to figure out if a shooting and a crash scene are connected. At about 2 o'clock this morning, police say they got a call from Fire Station 46 just off Quarter Street about a gunshot victim that had been dropped off there. That person was taken to the hospital. Police later got a call about a red Hummer crashed out at Zolly Scales Park, not too far from that fire station. We're told the vehicle was found riddled with bullets, but there was no one inside.
Also new, a man's recovering after he says his own friend pulled a gun on him and tried to steal his car. In Southwest Houston, happened last night. Gessner and Imogene. According to the victim, he says once at the car, his friend pulled the gun, demanded the keys, and then shot him. The man was grazed by the bullet. He was taken to the hospital. Police are checking the original crime scene to see if, in fact, the car was stolen.
Time right now is 6:06 this Tuesday morning. Parents of 2 youth baseball leagues in Southeast Houston have now reached out to police after thieves stole their very expensive lawnmowers. The $10,000 mower from the Sagemont Beverly Hills Little League went missing yesterday. Parents say it was chained up, but the lock on it was broken. A couple of fields down, the Southbound Girls Softball League's lawnmower and even the weed eater stolen from 2 storage units that were also locked up.
When we can't do something as simple as maintaining the grass, that hinders us a lot.
When springtime comes, this grass starts growing. Sometimes we have to mow it twice a week. So pretty big, significant loss for us.
The parents from both leagues say this theft takes away from all of the hard work that their children put in to playing the sport they love.
In the impeachment trial of President Trump, lawmakers continue speeches today for and against convicting the president. That would require a 2/3 vote. It appears to be extremely unlikely that will happen in the Republican-led Senate. During closing arguments yesterday, senators seemed largely unswayed by the arguments so far.
If you find that the House has proved its case and still vote to acquit, your name will be tied to his with a cord of steel and for all of history.
The only appropriate result here is to acquit the president and to leave it to the voters to choose their president.
So senators will vote, well, they think it's going to happen tomorrow. That's the expectation. Before that, though, the president delivers his State of the Union address tonight in the chamber in which impeached him. You can watch it right here on Channel 2. The speech starts at 8 o'clock. 6:08 now at Channel 2 News Today. Well-known conservative radio host Rush Limbaugh says he's battling advanced lung cancer. He told listeners that news yesterday on air. Rush says he's hopeful his diagnosis will lead to him winning his battle with cancer. The Rush Limbaugh show's been on the air for 31 years. He's become one of the most recognizable Republicans in broadcasting.
Classes are canceled today at Texas A&M Commerce after 2 women were found dead and a toddler injured. The shooting happened at a residence hall. The child, we're told, is said to be in stable condition. Police have not said if they're looking for a suspect at this point. All right, well, the Colonel's cooking up something a little bit different this week.
The big change at dozens of KFC restaurants across the South.
And next, a big return to store shelves. Do you remember Dunkaroos? I do, and I love them. You'll soon be able to hit that 90s sweet spot, and we'll tell you when.
Unless Tanaya buys all of them, which is very possible.
They're so good.
I know. Let's take you outside and show you what it looks like along the Southwest Freeway. We're waking up to cloudy skies. It's a warm start, 70 degrees. Shorts and T-shirts for the kids heading out the door to school. We'll talk about some near record-breaking highs for today and the return of winter tomorrow.
All right, big changes coming weather-wise. Some problems on the east side, traffic-wise. East side of town, 225 outbound at Beltway 8. Stalled vehicle blocking the left lane, about a 15-minute delay out to LaPorte. Gulf Freeway 610 inbound at the South Loop. Accident blocking left lane, so we've got delays there, too. We'll take a look at your current delays coming inbound on all major arteries. That's coming up in just a few minutes. Stay with us.
If you're a kid from the 90s, you might recognize these snacks, and you'll be happy to learn they're making a comeback. After years of only being available in Canada, General Mills announced the relaunch of Dunkaroos in the U.S.
What's a Dunkaroo?
That's what I said.
I can't believe you've never had them. They're little cookies and frosting. You used to put them in your lunch.
We're not a kid of the 90s.
Yeah, before that.
But, so tonight I just explained it. They're cookies that you dunk in separate frosting and then sprinkles.
Yes.
You'll start to see them on store shelves this summer. It sounds exactly like what my kids need.
So they're really healthy.
It's like an unbuilt Pop-Tart, like a...
Yeah, or like just a cookie that you haven't iced.
Yeah, you dip in icing, and
What's
they used to be kangaroo shaped, but there's no kangaroo in the box.
Okay.
Oh, well, it says they're going to be in their most popular flavor, which was the vanilla cookies with vanilla frosting and rainbow sprinkles.
I'll try it.
They're
I know, I'll try them too.
Sure.
Hey, if you're looking for a meatless meal option on the go, KFC has a new plant-based fried chicken you can try. Beyond Fried Chicken will be available at 70 locations nationwide. It comes as nuggets and boneless wings tossed in Nashville hot buffalo or honey barbecue sauce. During a testing of the vegan chicken last summer in Atlanta, KFC sold out of it in just hours. KFC's Beyond Chicken will be available until February 23rd or while supplies last.
Okay.
That's really interesting. I'm just wondering if it tastes, how much it tastes like real KFC chicken.
Probably super close.
Or if because it has all that
the
sauce on there, you can't tell the difference.
It drowns out the weird taste.
And any boneless anything is like already chopped up and put back together, so.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just a mishmash of leftovers. I'm sure they're delicious. I can't wait till they're there. Coming up, Patrick Mahomes gets his dream trip to Disney, who he spent the day with to make it even more special.
Okay, Gritty,
There he is.
Gritty the mascot from Philly is in the clear. What was said about allegations he punched a kid, that's 6:13 right now. We'll have that coming up.
Good morning. Time right now is 6:15. This morning, President Trump delivers his State of the Union message tonight, right in the middle of an impeachment trial. He is only the second president in history to do so. Tracy Potts is live this morning now on Capitol Hill with what we can expect. Tracy, good morning.
Hi there. Good morning. So 3 big things happening today, really all related. We're waiting for those Iowa results to come in from the caucuses, the election, sort of a backdrop for what's happening here in Washington with both the impeachment trial and the State of the Union address tonight. Unknown, will the president talk about impeachment at all as he speaks in the chamber where he was impeached? He has said he wants to focus on accomplishments, likely leaning heavily on the economy, low unemployment, unemployment, areas where he has continued to poll strongly, even in the middle of all this. Of course, before his speech, lawmakers will be wrapping up their final statements. Some have decided to support him, some have not. The majority now saying leave this up to the voters, even if the president did something wrong. And then after his speech tomorrow is that final vote, where now we're hearing some lawmakers say he's not expected to be convicted, that he'll be cleared, but they might want to look at censure. They think they may have enough support for that. So we'll continue to watch that develop tomorrow. But the big focus today, the President's State of the Union, happening tonight. Tanaya?
All right, busy day in Washington. Thank you for that update, Tracy. Well, one of the founders of the Beach Boys is now asking fans to actually boycott his own band. Brian Wilson recently learned that the band would be performing at a Safari Club event, so he tweeted, "It has been brought to my attention that on Wednesday, February 5th, the Beach Boys touring group licensed by Mike Love are headlining at the Safari Club International Convention in Reno. This organization supports trophy hunting, which both Al and I are opposed to. Now, there is nothing we can do personally to stop the show, so please join us in signing the petition at change.org. Now, as of right now, there has been no comment from the band's manager about this event.
Super Bowl winning quarterback Patrick Mahomes wasted no time going to Disney World.
They were really close. I mean, it's in Orlando.
He led a parade there just a day after leading the Chiefs to their big win. Wasn't all about Patrick Mahomes, though. He spent the day with a Make-A-Wish boy named Nathaniel. The Disney World Trip tradition. Tradition's been around since 1987. They had some fun, huh?
I know.
Super Bowl is also good news for dogs. At a Kansas City animal shelter, Chiefs defensive tackle Derek Nottie celebrated by paying for all the adoptions at the KC Pet Project. He's had a season-long partnership with the shelter, but after the Super Bowl win, he ponied up big time. They had like 100 dogs. I think they're pretty sure they adopted all of them.
I know. We saw the line earlier, so hopefully they all have their new forever homes. All right, well, the Philadelphia Flyers wacky mascot, Gritty, he's now in the clear. Gritty was accused of punching a 13-year-old boy during a season ticket holder's photo shoot. The boy's father says his son tapped Gritty on the head, and that's when Gritty followed up with a punch. But after an investigation by the Flyers and the Philadelphia Police Department, Gritty is now off the hook. Investigators say they found no evidence against him.
All right, Gritty's cleared. He's always getting in trouble.
He is.
Hockey, man, it's a rough sport.
It is.
On and off the ice.
It is, definitely.
I don't know.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah. A little rough on the roads this morning, east side. We'll go through a couple of accidents that are causing problems both on the Gulf Freeway and on 225 outbound. So if those are part of your morning drive, listen up here in the next couple of minutes.
Be mindful. And we're waking up to spring-like weather, but winter, it is knocking on our doorstep. This time tomorrow, a completely different weather story. I hope you have not forgotten where your winter coat is. You're going to need it. For sure. Let's take you outside. This is a live look from our tower camera. No coats this morning. It's 71 degrees. In fact, we've been warming up over the last several hours without the sun even being up. So you know it's going to be a warm day out there. We're still in the upper 60s in Montgomery County. So Conroe, good morning to you. You're at 68 degrees. Upper 60s in Liberty County, 71 degrees right now in Pearland, and 68 degrees currently in Galveston. We will be pushing 80 degrees today. The record high here in Houston, 81, and a few showers are possible. A light sprinkle this morning wouldn't surprise me. About a 20% chance of an isolated shower this afternoon, but the best chance of rain will be later tonight when the cold front actually arrives, and we could hear rumbles of thunder with it as well, especially because we're talking about such a dramatic temperature drop. Cloud cover this morning rolling through, but we'll see breaks of sunshine throughout the day. It is going to be warm, breezy, and muggy. You can see the snow in New Mexico. That is the cold front itself getting closer and closer, and it is going to dramatically drop our temperatures. So ahead of it, we have the warm up. By tomorrow morning, it is going to be wet and chilly getting the kids out the door to school, so allow for extra time. And then the chance of winter precip, that's not until Thursday morning. So this is after the cold front's already rolled through. Between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. on Thursday morning, we have some chilly rain showers for the metro area, but look at that, some wet snowflakes and sleet trying to mix it in. And we've been seeing a few computer model runs bringing that as far south as about I-10. So it's not out of the question. If it does happen, it wouldn't cause any issues to the roadways because our temperatures would be above freezing at the surface. surface, but it would be very interesting. So if you're an early riser on Thursday and you see it, snap a photo and send it to us. Meanwhile, Thursday afternoon, we quickly warm up. So this is a very short cold snap that we are in for. We're expecting about a quarter to a half an inch of rainfall. So not a huge rainmaker, but a huge temperature drop. 80 degrees today. During the day tomorrow, we'll be dropping to the 40s. We'll be lucky to get back to the 50s late in the afternoon. And then, Eric, we're waking up to the 30s by Thursday morning.
Big changes. Typical winter weather here in Houston. Be prepared for it. Thanks for the warning on that, Britta. As far as warning goes, 225 is turning into kind of a nightmare out there because of a stalled vehicle. This has been in the same place for well over a half hour, causing problems. You can see blocking a left lane outbound toward LaPorte. It is causing backups all the way to the 610 loop. So let's go back a little bit upstream and show you what it looks like at Ritchie Road. And it's a very slow go right here. The other bad spot that we've got to deal with is on the Gulf Freeway. Not an accident up here. This was an earlier accident. We've got a new accident down here at the 610 loop. It's blocking a couple left lanes. You can see it in the inset there, and the backup here is beginning to grow. We take a look at the Gulf Freeway at Monroe, and the headlights you see right here. Those are the inbound traffic lanes. Very, very slow. Good news is other places are looking much better. North Freeway at West Road, just normal volume delays out there. So elsewhere, no big issue. But if you are coming in from the southeast side of town, you will need to give yourselves plenty of extra time. And if you're heading out to LaPorte, same thing. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Eric. The coronavirus hasn't made it to Houston, but could we feel its impacts anyways?
Stocks have fallen in China. Now oil's a concern. Maribel's live in New York this morning.
How much the coronavirus is battering oil prices, that's headlined by the Nasdaq market site in Times Square.
625 here at Channel 2 News Today. So there are concerns this morning that the coronavirus could impact a big industry that we deal with here in Houston. We'll get more from Maribel, who's live in New York. Good morning.
Good morning, Owen. The coronavirus is battering oil prices. U.S. oil was down another 2.8% yesterday. You know, at one point, it fell below $50 a barrel for the first time since last January. Overall prices are down more than 20% in the last month as the coronavirus sparks fears for demand for oil, especially from China. Okay, OPEC and Russia are reportedly considering an emergency cut to production as they deal with sinking oil prices. So we'll continue to watch for that. Owen and Tanaya.
All right, Maribel, live in New York. Thank you.
Definitely affecting a lot of things. Well, the Iowa caucuses have been quite a mess, but what did people there think of the problems?
Coming up, Channel 2's Sion Rhodes was there. Got a first-hand look at the confusion. Also, what's being said about the lack of results today?
And I'm health reporter Haley Hernandez. I'll have more on the coronavirus and what one Texas school district is doing to address concerns. That's coming up.
And a simple stalled vehicle on 225 outbound blocking a left lane has got the commute from the 610 loop out to LaPorte at, get this, just under an hour. That's about a 45-minute delay. Not good. We will talk about delays elsewhere around town coming up at the bottom of the hour.
Ouch, Eric. That's a long, long commute. Here's a live look at the Southwest Freeway. Temperatures this morning running well above average for this time of year. We should be in the 40s. We're waking up to 70 degrees. It's going to be a warm one out there. We'll talk about those afternoon temperatures and a huge slap back to winter. This is a big temperature drop. Details coming up.
Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News Today.
Breaking news this morning, a possible home invasion near Katy ends with a woman shot overnight. How she's doing now and what officers found when they got to the scene.
A deputy shot in the line of duty 9 months ago has died. What we know about Deputy Richard Witten's sudden death and what's next to honor him.
What you ought to know about buying a new car. There's one thing a lot of people do and say when shopping for a new car that costs them thousands of dollars. One guy ought to know. He's a former car salesman who has heard and seen it all, and he's telling us how to get the lowest price on a new car.
Off to a warm start this morning, but hold on. Winter's going to make a comeback with the temperatures in the 30s. That's in the next forecast that Britta will talk about.
I know. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with us. 6:30 now on a Tuesday. I'm Tanaya Wright. It's still warm today.
Sure is.
Yeah, so I mean, soak it in today. It might be a little bit of a long drive on the way to work this morning.
Yes, 225 is not looking good. If you're headed out to LaPorte, I will tell you all about it here in just 1 second. Just focus on the nice warm temperatures.
Right? I mean, we're talking about near record-breaking highs this afternoon. So this is definitely, not our typical February. If you're missing those winter temperatures, though, don't worry. They are quickly approaching. Our temperatures have actually been warming up over the past several hours, and the sun isn't even up yet. We're at 71 degrees here in Houston. Mid-60s right now in Chambers County and Anahuac. We're at 69 in Navasota. Low 70s right now between Pearland and Sugar Land. Now, this afternoon, we'll be pushing record highs because our winds are coming in right off the Gulf. They're pumping in all that heat and humidity. Right now, our wind speed is about 15 miles per hour. It's going to be breezy, kind of similar to yesterday, but we do not have a wind advisory in effect for today. This afternoon, 80 degrees here in Houston. We do have a 20% chance of stray showers, so don't be caught off guard by that. The best chance of rain is actually later tonight. We could hear rumbles of thunder with that cold front, Eric. We'll talk about that and let you know how low our temperatures will be going coming up.
All right, should be interesting to hear about that, Britta. Yeah, if you live on the east side or if you work in LaPorte specifically and you take 225 into work, listen up to what I have to say because it's not a pretty picture right now. A stalled vehicle, this is not a major accident. This is a stalled vehicle, just happens to be blocking a left lane right here. You can see at Beltway 8, but it's causing major delays all the way back to 610. In fact, take a look at what it looks like at Ritchie. This is much closer to 610. It is a very, very slow go. In fact, let's take a look at our current drive times. 59 minutes from the East Loop to State Highway 146. That's the entire length of 225. You might want to take I-10. It's kind of a long detour, but it may be worth it at this point in time just to avoid what's happening on 225 at this hour. Elsewhere, Gulf Freeway inbound, we had an accident. It looks like it has cleared. We're starting to kind of improve as far as the delays go in from Clear Lake. Currently, those are the only two accidents that we have been dealing with. Slow go in from Pearland, about a 10-minute delay, but that's just because of heavy volume. Elsewhere, we are in the green as far as drive times go. So for most people, the traffic is looking just fine. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Eric. Some breaking developments now just into our newsroom about a shooting right near Katy. Investigators say a woman was shot twice at a home on Auburn Valley Lane. They tell us a man who they believe lives in that home took her to the hospital. That woman is now listed in stable condition. Deputies believe this could be a home invasion, but say neither the man or woman are cooperating with them right now. Deputies are now waiting for a warrant to search inside of that home.
This morning, Houstonians are remembering a Liberty County sheriff's deputy who was killed in the line of duty.
Deputy Richard Whitten died yesterday, nearly 9 months after he was shot. A procession was held for him late last night. Channel 2's Vincent Crivelli is at the Texas Medical Center this morning with more on how he is now being honored. Vincent.
Tanaya, good morning. This tragic death was unexpected. Deputy Whitten was undergoing physical therapy when he suffered a heart attack and passed away. Officers' lights shine bright for Liberty County Sheriff's Deputy Richard Whitten, who passed away on Monday.
Today we suffered a loss of a hero with the Liberty County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Richard Whitten had a heart attack during therapy today, and he was not able to be revived.
Whitten has been going through physical therapy after being shot in the neck while trying to apprehend murder suspect Pavel Vito in May 2019. The bullet that struck his neck paralyzed most of his body.
Whitten would tell you when you talk to him, he said, it was tragic what happened to me. But if I had to do it again, I'd do the same thing.
Deputy Whitten loved his family, his dog, and helping others. The Liberty County Sheriff says his service to the community will never be forgotten.
The man that everybody loved, he kept in his patrol car. I was telling the chief, he kept dog food and cat food and food for people, and he helped the stray dogs and cats and helped all the people that were homeless. I mean, he was just a very, very good man. It is a very tragic loss for Liberty County Sheriff's Office.
And Deputy Whitten is survived by his wife, son, daughter, and grandchildren. This morning, they're asking for your prayers. Reporting live from the medical examiner's office, Vincent Crivelli, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Big loss there. Thank you, Vincent. Time now, 6:35 on Channel 2 News today. The Iowa caucus, well, it's over, but the results still not in. Those results are expected sometime later today. But despite the confusion over who exactly the winner was, some of the biggest Democrats marched on with what seemed to be victory speeches. Bernie Sanders, Joe Biden, Elizabeth Warren, and Amy Klobuchar all spoke like they were winners last night. Channel 2's Sion Rhodes was in Des Moines last night and explains the confusion over the delayed results.
No one expected to be still at a watch party in Iowa awaiting the results, but that's what happened after the state Democratic Party said there was some sort of technical delay. They were doing quality control, leaving to a lot of frustrated people who wanted to know the results right away.
America's waiting for us to give our results, and we don't have them yet. We're sitting here and we're waiting, and we don't know if we're ever going to get results. We might not know.
So we don't know all the results. But we know by the time it's all said and done, Iowa, you have shocked the nation.
There has been a lot of talk in recent weeks ahead of the Iowa caucuses that perhaps this format is outdated, that perhaps Iowa does not need to be first. We'll see how this plays out and whether they'll get to be first in 4 years. Reporting from Des Moines, Iowa, Sion Rhodes, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
President Trump will speak before lawmakers tonight in his annual State of the Union address. The speech will happen on Capitol Hill, where lawmakers have battled for weeks over his impeachment. It also comes just a day ahead of the Senate's expected vote to acquit him on impeachment charges. Republican senators have made comments saying they hope the president stays away from impeachment talk during his State of the Union address and focus more on the country. This morning, concerns over the coronavirus are spreading like the virus itself.
But so far, there appears to be no cause for concern here in Houston. Health reporter Haley Hernandez is here now with the very latest on the coronavirus and some developments in Texas.
That's right, guys. So health departments in Houston are staying quiet about any coronavirus concerns, but elsewhere in the state, concerns are reaching school children. Austin ISD is reportedly going to start screening for the coronavirus. School nurses in the district plan to screen students and staff who have been in China in the past 14 days, and anyone who visits a nurse with a fever. No coronavirus cases have been confirmed in Texas, though. That's important to remember. In Washington State, the man confirmed as the first case of coronavirus in the U.S. has been released from the hospital. The man is now in isolation at home and being monitored. Only 11 cases of coronavirus have been confirmed in the U.S. Overseas, the virus is proving more and more deadly. The death toll has now risen to 427 people, and there's been more than 20,000 cases of the virus found worldwide, with the vast majority, remember, being in China. The country plans to build 3 more hospitals in Wuhan after just building a 1,000-bed hospital in less than 2 weeks. The virus is dangerous for older people with weakened immune systems, but the Chinese did confirm a 1-month-old baby has also contracted the virus.
So yeah, I mean, anyone, I guess, with a compromised immune system would be susceptible.
Like.
Generally, we hear that with stuff like this.
Absolutely.
Oh boy.
Wow.
You're right.
Thank you, Haley. Let's go to Britta now with a check on our forecast. Good morning.
Good morning. Well, today's spring-like. We have temperatures right now at 70 degrees, and we're going to top off at 80 degrees this afternoon. That is pushing the record of 81. So get outside and enjoy it. We will have a few showers in our forecast, but the majority of the rain arriving tonight with rumbles of thunder as well. We have a strong cold front in the forecast. By tomorrow afternoon, we're dropping to the 40s. It is going to be a huge dramatic temperature swing. Let's take a look at it hour by hour by our Futurecast model. Throughout the day, we could see a few showers, but again, later tonight, after we've had partly cloudy skies and temperatures close to 80 degrees, we'll have more showers funneling in, and that's when we're expecting that temperature drop. We'll take a look at your Wednesday forecast in more detail coming up next. Eric, over to you.
All right, thank you very much. I want to remind you, 225 traffic is not looking very good right now. Here we go. Our map showing a big delay from the Beltway all the way back to 610. This is because of a stalled vehicle. You can't see the vehicle. It's blocked by the overpass on the Beltway. But what's happening is they're necking it down by 2 lanes, so only 1 lane getting by. That tells me maybe that the wrecker is about to clear this accident, but in the meantime, the backup is not good. At Ritchie Road, this is what you're looking at, a slow crawl out there. In fact, the current drive time getting out to the LaPorte area, 63 minutes. A short 17 on I-10, that may be an alternate route for you. You may want to take that at this point in time. It could be quicker, even though the detour is quite long. 288, slow, not because of an accident, just typical slow there. Your inbound drive times currently looking good with the exception of that outbound drive to LaPorte. Most places just seeing normal delays. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Eric. The road to the Olympics can really be a hard one, but Team USA is on a roll.
Coming up, how the U.S. women's soccer team did when they faced Costa Rica right here in H-Town.
Hey, the last time you purchased a new car, how many dealerships did you price check before you settled on one? If you only went to one, you probably paid too much money. I'm consumer expert Amy Davis with what you ought to know about getting the lowest price on a new car.
6:43 now, Channel 2 News Today. Spring training's almost here. Means the Astros have to start packing. Today, the team will load up the equipment truck before it leaves for West Palm Beach, Florida. That's where spring training will be held. Pitchers and catchers work out for the first time next Thursday. The first official full squad workout February 17th.
Well, the Astros have a new general manager just in time for spring training, and we're going to hear from him later this morning. The team will introduce James Click at a news conference today. He served the Tampa Bay Rays previously as their vice president of baseball operations.
So it's game night here at home for the Houston Rockets.
That is right. The team is preparing to take on the Charlotte Hornets tonight at Toyota Center. 2 Rockets players, though, expected to be on the bench. Clint Capella is out with a heel injury, and Russell Westbrook is dealing with a left thumb sprain, and it's unlikely he's going to play. Meantime, the Hornets are looking to snap out of their 7-game losing streak. Tip-off for tonight's game is at 7. The U.S. women's soccer team inching closer and closer to scoring a spot to compete in the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. They beat Costa Rica's team in Houston last night. More than 7,000 fans were out to cheer them on at BBVA Stadium. The U.S. team took first place in Group A of the Women's Olympic qualifying tournament with a dominating 6-0 victory. This win means Team USA will face the runner-up from the Group B, which will either be Canada or Mexico.
Good
luck to them.
All those teams have to be scared of those ladies. Like, they're so
good.
Oh,
so
my
good.
goodness, yes.
Anyway, 6:45 now. We got kind of a crazy morning happening here. Great.
A little bit, not unusual. The traffic is crazy here in Houston. This time it's 225 outbound to LaPorte. It's been kind of a nightmare, all because of one lone stalled vehicle, if you can believe it. We'll update you on the mess coming up here in a second.
Oof, it only takes one, right? Yes. So true. So weather today, we are in for a spring-like day. Winter is only hours away, and then by the time we get to this weekend, we are back to spring. We are no stranger to dramatic temperature swings here in Southeast Texas, so I hope you're ready for it. That's a live look downtown. We're at 71 degrees currently here in Houston, so that's a really warm start. Typically in February, we would be waking up in the 40s. This would be warm for afternoon temperatures, let alone morning temperatures. This afternoon, we're pushing our record high of 81 degrees, a 20% chance of stray showers possible, and you might even see an isolated sprinkle this morning. The good news is we'll see a little bit of sunshine mixing in as well. The best chance of rain is later tonight. So here's a look at radar and satellite. Again, some clouds pushing through this morning, so we'll see a little bit of sunshine once it's up. As we look out to the north and west, snow in New Mexico moving into the panhandle. They're expecting a lot of winter weather to the north of us. Some of these spots in North Texas have not had winter weather in over a year. So if you're traveling up there, make sure that you're aware of what's going on. I'll pause the clock for tomorrow morning. We're expecting chilly rain showers here in town. Your kids are going to need winter coats and rain gear for tomorrow morning. And then that taste of winter weather could be getting closer than what some folks would like early Thursday morning. Between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m., there's a small window where we could see some wet snowflakes or sleet mixing in. The majority of the metro area, chilly rain showers during that time frame. But look at the blues and the pinks popping up. If it does happen, our ground temperatures will be above freezing, so we're not expecting any impacts on the roads, but it would be really interesting. So if you're an early riser Thursday morning, you see it, take a photo, a video. We'd love to see it. By the time we get to Thursday afternoon, we already start our warm up. This is a really short cold snap that's moving our way. We're expecting a quarter to a half an inch of rainfall. So again, not a huge rainmaker. We might hear rumbles of thunder in the overnight hours into Wednesday morning, but it's really about the temperature drop. We will be dropping to the 40s throughout the day on Wednesday, maybe rebounding up to about 54 degrees, and then waking up Thursday and Friday morning, we are in the 30s. Eric, over to you.
All right, 10-day forecast. Looking very winter-like. Temperatures all over the place here in Houston. Well, traffic is kind of all over the place right now. Let's zoom in to the biggest problem we've had so far this morning, 225 outbound. We had a stalled vehicle. The good news for all you outbound travelers to LaPorte, the stalled vehicle is gone. As I thought, the wrecker was getting it out of there. Last traffic hit that I had. So things are beginning to line out, but it's going to take some time. The backup just doesn't magically disappear. So back at Ritchie, it's still still pretty much a parking lot, moving along very, very slowly. The current drive time outbound to LaPorte, 59 minutes, 56 minutes now. That's pretty good. 5-10 minutes ago, it was up to 63. So we're seeing improvement, but it's still kind of a slow go. Take a look at other area freeways. Gulf Freeway at Telephone, we have a stalled vehicle on the right shoulder, not causing any problems, but you can see the backup heading into downtown is getting significant. Just your typical volume delays here, and it's busy too on the West Beltway at Briar Forest. Both directions moving along slowly because a lot of cars out on the roadway. Current drive times inbound, though, still looking pretty good. Very typical for this time in the morning. Nothing out of the ordinary from Pearland, from Sugarland, from Katy, even from the Woodlands at 37 minutes. Drive safely out there. We'll keep you posted throughout the Today Show on updates.
Thank you, Eric. All this week, we're showing you what you ought to know about buying a car.
So this morning, how to get the lowest price. Ooh, that's probably the biggest of all, I guess. Amy Davis with some inside information.
Yeah, this guy is full of good information, and he should be. Instead of selling cars, he now buys them for people all over the country who don't want the headache of negotiating themselves. And this morning, he's sharing his secrets of exactly how he gets the best deals.
When you want groceries, you go to the grocery store. For gas, head to a gas station. But when you want a new car, Mike Rumpel says stay away from car dealerships.
They negotiate hundreds, maybe even thousands of car deals a year. You do it once every 3 years. So if you play on their turf and you play the way they want you to play, you're at a disadvantage.
Rumpel says you should call first, not just one dealership, but multiple dealerships to compare prices they offer on the same year, make, and model. It's what he does as your car buying advocate. Before you call, research DealerRater.com and Google reviews. They let you see what others are saying about specific salespeople. Find a high-volume salesperson who's been at the dealership a while and call that person directly.
The reason why I want to deal with that high-volume sales guy is he probably doesn't have time to play games.
Negotiate the price by phone and get it in writing, even if they just send you a text.
And they're more than likely, if they're going to send you the deal in writing, it's going to be a good deal, because they know you're going to shop it.
There are 2 more negotiations to do: getting the best financing deal and your trade-in. Negotiate them all separately, even if the salesperson asks about your trade-in.
Just say you're not concerned about the trade-in value at this point. You might not trade it in. You might sell it private party. You might give it to a kid, whatever.
Once you get the lowest price of the car, then you can shop your old vehicle to find out who will give you the most money. And finally, before you inquire about financing at a dealership, you should already know what rate you can get from your own bank or credit union. That way, you know if the dealership is giving you a fair interest rate.
You don't go in and say, okay, I want my payment to be this. Can you get me to this payment on this car? Because they will find a way to get you to that payment.
But you could be paying for some 7 years on a loan long after you've grown tired of your new car.
All right, so sometimes the dealer says the only way they'll give you a certain price on a car is if you use their financing. In that case, Rumpel says make sure there's no prepayment penalty on that loan, and then you can just take it and refinance right away with your credit union for the better interest rate. So you get the low price and the best finance rate you can get.
So how does he get paid then if he's not selling cars, he's just offering advice?
So now his website, Your Car Buying Advocate, he will do all the work for you. He buys cars for people. He does all that negotiating. He charges a flat fee of $495. And coming up after the show on our KPRC Facebook page, we're doing a Facebook Live with him because there was a whole lot of information we couldn't fit in. We know you have questions, so if you join us on there, we're shooting for about 8 a.m. on the Click to Houston Facebook page so that he can answer your questions.
That's fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Buying a car is so stressful. This will take some of the headache out of it.
It is, and if you don't have to go there to get the prices, whew.
Like, I did. I was texting. I was like, this is what I got.
And sit there and do work. Right.
Exactly.
All right, coming up, final check of traffic and weather as you head out this morning, 6:52 right now.
Time right now is 6:55. Here's a look at some of our top stories breaking this morning. A possible murder investigation is underway in Humble. The medical examiner's office says a body was picked up from a home right on Wilson Road near Atascocita. We don't know how that person died or if any arrests have been made. The Texas Rangers and Humble police are both involved.
Still no results yet from the Iowa caucuses. The state's Democratic Party says there were some reporting inconsistencies and issues with an app that was used to calculate and report the results. Candidates still made some victory speeches, and they're focusing on New Hampshire next.
Meantime, the president is preparing to deliver his annual State of the Union address tonight. This comes as senators prepare to vote on whether to acquit him in his impeachment trial tomorrow. You can watch tonight's address right here on Channel 2. It all starts at 8. We are now less than a month away from the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, and today we will find out who's performing the big Friday shows.
Yeah, Channel 2's Taisha Walker shows us how they'll be announced.
The first of the final 3 Rodeo Houston acts will be announced this morning starting at 7:30. Houston rapper Bun B will do the announcement. Then he will go on to a second Southwest Houston school where he will make the announcement at 10:30 a.m. Then at 1:30 p.m. he'll reveal the final artist from a South Central Houston high school. Tickets will go on sale this Thursday starting at 10 a.m. From NRG, Taisha Walker, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Yeah, things are looking a little on the interesting side. 225 at Burrow right now. We're starting to see traffic line out on 225. However, it's still taking about 54 minutes to get into the LaPorte area from the 610 loop. So a very slow go there. Let's take a look at some other areas. Hardy Toll Road inbound at Airtex. We got one right lane blocked. Minor delays there on the North Freeway at Aldine Bender. Typical volume delays, no accidents to speak of. So coming in from the Woodlands, no big surprises for you there. On the east side of town at Waco, we've got a slow go as you head into downtown. So inside the 610 loop, we are a little sluggish on the East Freeway. Let's take a look at our current drive times. 45 minutes in from Baytown on the East Freeway, 32 in from Clear Lake, 24 minutes in from Pearland. Typical volume delays on 288. Britta?
And this morning we are waking up to 70 degrees. It's going to be a spring-like day, pushing record highs here in Houston. We're expecting 80. Our record is 81. Few showers possible as we go throughout the day, and we'll see breaks of sunshine, breezy and muggy weather. Winter arrives tomorrow. We have a cold front early in the morning, and our temperatures will be dropping throughout the day to the 40s by Wednesday afternoon. Bundle up.
It's homemade soup day, so you can make it now.
Oh, good for tomorrow.